Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Hot Wheels Chat. If you're looking for a place that will unbox and show off the cars that maybe you don't want to do that with your own collection, you found the right place on the internet. Today I want to cover the Toyota AE86 Sprinter Trueno. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but the Sprinter Trueno was and remains a very hot commodity in the Hot Wheels team transport market. I was only able to find one of the two that I have via, true retail, going into, I believe, a Target, and it was there. It was the only one, and it was immediately coming home with me. The second one I only just got in delivery yesterday because of the weather. We'll go over the Hot Wheels Team Transport AE86 Sprinter Trueno here in a moment. Just to the left, I'll also do a compare and contrast with the Hot Wheels Elite 164 Sprinter Trueno as well that I have. I could not pass this up. Mattel Creations loves target adding me on Instagram, and be able to pick one of these up was great. They've done a really good job with that version of it. So the Toyota AE86 Sprinter Trueno, for probably many that understand the history of this car is iconic in the drift world, and what brought it to prominence was its inclusion in a long-running Japanese anime show called Initial D that ran from 1995 to 2013. It was the main character's drift and tofu delivery car. And in 2015, Road and Track called the A86 a cult icon, interwoven with the earliest days of drifting. So it was a front-engine, rear-wheel drive car with a 5-speed manual transmission and a near 50-50 weight ratio on it, makes it optimal for drifting. Little 1.6-liter 4-cylinder engine with a 9.4-to-1 compression ratio, and a 5-speed with McPherson front struts on the front make this such a great car for drifting. It's back then it was fairly inexpensive. It was easily modifiable, and just made it one of those cars that you wanted to be able to find. Now, to finding AE86, somebody in my car club was able to locate one a few years ago, and they're continuing to restore it. But now these can go from anywhere from $15,000 to $36,000. And if you do a Google search for the AE86, you can start getting links to Japanese car sales websites and really sit there and get your mind blown on what these are nowadays. So I don't think I mentioned it, but I will. So the nameplate Trueno derives from the Spanish word for thunder, and Levin derives from the Middle English for lightning. In Japan, the car is also known as Hachiroku, meaning 8-6 in Japanese. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, but I think that's pretty cool. So thunder and lightning and 86. So I think that's a really cool piece of knowledge associated with this car and the popularity behind it. So let's go ahead and get one of these unboxed. This is the very nice, clean case for this. So this one is what gets shown, and then I'll unbox the one that's got some slight damage. And unfortunately, but I got a good price for it, is the one that I got delivered. I thankfully got the good one at the Target store. So let's bring this open. The Fleet Street is probably what I consider the coolest of the transports, with maybe the exception of what the Ferrari Team Transport provided. Let's go ahead and get this unboxed. Try to do this without too much of an effort. Get the plastic out of the way. Make sure we're still in good focus. And so why do I like the Fleet Street as a vehicle so much? Simply put, because I'm still a boy at heart, and to be able to unload the car as you would, I just think is cool. What I like about the Fleet Street, let's set that off to the side for a minute, is the fact that you can do that. You can take off, and I do a lot of Hot Wheels customizations. I don't advertise that all that much because of just how the internet has become, but I do it for me. So being able to take this off, being able to tape it off, paint it in different ways, makes this a lot easier, because then you can more fully paint this. If you do take it fully apart, it's got only one rivet, which makes it nice to take this whole thing apart and to be able to sand it, prep it for paint, get all the metal parts off so they can be stripped and get ready for paint. So the Fleet Street is such a great canvas for doing customizations, and it makes it super easy. You can do a lot of stuff with the fake tires. Fleet Street has got great, to me, overall casting. Really good setup here. I love the wheels. I love the wheels and tire combination. I like the fact that the Real Riders have treads on it. Make sure I'm in focus here as I do this. But great front end. I like how low and mean that they have this looking. Hot Wheels does a lot of smoked windows, so they don't have to put a lot of attention to their interior detailing. But when they don't smoke the windows, as you're going to see in the Turn 14 AE86 Sprinter Trueno, you're going to see how well Hot Wheels can detail when they choose to. But overall, I mean, great look. You can do a lot of these things with these types of molded in, casted in things to add a lot of detail to the car inherently. Let's get on to the 86. So the 86, one of the really iconic things about it, and if you've seen it in different videos, whether it's the 86, some of the Nissans with the pop-up headlights, the iconic Mazda Miatas with the round bug eye pop-up headlights, it's just such a cool feature. There was American muscle cars like the Corvette and others that had pop-up headlights, and they've just kind of gone the way of the dodo bird. My Japanese domestic market type car that I really like are the WRXs that started with 2015 and the Sea Lights. I have a 2021 and I absolutely love it. And yes, the Sea Lights have been upgraded to do more than just what they did coming off the showroom floor. But those looks, when you get into the blob eyes and other things like that, not such a huge fan. But I like the fact that Hot Wheels took the opportunity to cast the car where the headlights were in their pop-up mode, and I try not to make anybody car sick here as I move in, zoom in. So the fact that they did a really good job, and I like the fact that with that little bit of shadow that the light is casting, you can still really see the fog lights well. I do like the fact that it's got mirrors on it that they're cast in. Having mirrors on cars are how cars are made, so taking the mirrors off or not casting them in from a simplicity standpoint is just kind of odd. So I'll just continue to rotate this here. It's got great tampos, really sits low. Great wheels and Real Riders. I know because of the color combination it makes more sense to have black wheels, but I am not a huge fan of black wheels on cars just because you lose that detail. Though if you spend a lot of money on your wheels, you want people to see them. That's the whole point. You know they're cool, but you want everybody else to know they're cool as well. So black wheels are not a fan of mine, but they look good on this. I understand it. I'm going to zoom in a little bit further so you guys can see the tampos on this. And I'll just turn the camera. So just a really cool job. The tail lights are great. You know, the GTV setup on it. I just think they've done such a great job with this, and these team transports have gotten more expensive over time due to inflation, but I think overall that this has been such a hit because they're up to 88 of them, of the straight numbered ones, and then you have all the Legend series that have been coming out, I think, since like 2020, 2021. So there's close to 100 team transports now I won't get into the Supreme Team Transport because I will never spend money for that one ever. I thought that was a terrible collaboration and a waste of money to try to get $100 out of people, and was just silly. So, and the reason why I want to flip it over and show you guys this is they've done really good casting, molding, whatever you want to call it, onto the undercarriage. Really does a good job of showing the rear wheel drive and the exhaust system, the little cat, and going back into the resonator. And the reason why this is important is when I bring over the Elite 164, you're going to see a big difference. So let's go ahead and do that. So you got the AE86 from the Team Transport. If you haven't purchased one of these, this is the Hot Wheels Elite 164, and this is the Turn 14 distributor version of this AE86. And you're going to be able to see it's slammed. They got this thing way much lower than they do here. Now overall it is a smaller casting, but they've done such a good job. Let me pull this one out of the way, put it back up on its Fleet Street, right out here. Let's go to the Turn 14. This is what I'm talking about. White car, beautiful bronze wheels. They've done such a great job with the interior as well. Not smoked glass, so you can see what they've done. And look at that, really good quality mirrors. The mirrors are plastic, they're not rubber, so they're going to be a little bit fragile. Great wide body kit on this. I just love the tires. Now, when we get into flipping it over and showing the differences, let me try to do this from the same perspective. So let's have it going with the nose in my right hand. The huge difference, almost reflecting the true subframe chassis setup. You've got the cat coming back through to a right-hand resonator, where on that one it's a left-hand resonator. Great real riders and wheels, and obviously white car with silver lip and bronze inserts is awesome. If you can see this, the fuel cell. Now what would be really cool, and because I'm a modeler as well, is get into the 164 piping and stuff like that to be able to do the fuel cell. The wing is amazing. Let me flip this up so you can see it a little bit better. Make sure we're focused. So Turn 14, see the rear window stickers, a really good job of being able to see the fuel cell on it. Just overall, it's just an awesome car. Right-hand drive. They don't put any badging on the seats, so I don't know if they would be Bride or Recaros, but you can see the roll cage they've got in it. It's just such a really cool car. So coming back to where we're at, just great examples of the AE86. And get this out of the way for a moment. Yeah. It is very low, so I'm always worried that, how well do the wheels roll on this, but they actually have done a really good job of making sure the wheels roll really well on that. So thanks for taking the time to look as I show you the Toyota AE86 Sprinter Trueno and its Fleet Street Team Transport. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Greatly appreciate it. Have a great day.